When you refuse to pay whatever in addition and mention that you're deliberating cashing out, your funding manager releases £40 to your bank account so you can enjoy the income. Reassured, you keep on investing. A pyramid scheme guarantees return to contributors based on the number of people they invite to sign up for. This permits the scheme to grow virally and rapidly. However, it most often does not result in any sort of meaningful return for the contributors and/or the ones invited who also joined. Never invite your personal network beneath the sole aim of amassing rewards or returns from a product or service, and do no longer contribute your personal capital on the behest of others to boost up the method. The fee of Bitcoin has gone up, and then it has come to go into reverse. Over the years, it has surely taken traders and all people interested in a cryptocurrency on a rollercoaster journey. Only time will tell whether or not Bitcoin, which has been controversial considering that its advent in 2009, will keep booming, or if the bubble will burst and prompt greater humans to brief promote Bitcoin. This is a sort of malware that partly or completely blocks get right of entry to it till except you pay ransom in Bitcoin. It's excellent to seek advice from the advice of a dependent on computer expert for elimination assistance in place of paying the ransom. Be careful approximately what applications you install in your gadgets, mainly people who request administrator access. Also, make certain to double-check that the utility you are downloading isn't always a fake one, it truly is impersonating a valid one you've used within the beyond. Additionally, customers can test exchanges URLs. Web addresses ought to usually begin with HTTPS, a sign that traffic is encrypted. Visiting unsecured websites is a terrible idea, but alert traders can keep away from losing heaps by means of seeking out the right signs. Key takeaways: Bitcoin traders can boom their odds for achievement via figuring out common scams, including Ponzi schemes, faux ICOs, and fraudulent exchanges. One not unusual scam, exposing Bitcoin customers to robbery, is the sale of hardware pockets with a compromised pre-configured seed phrase, which permits hackers to steal finances. Since Bitcoin exchanges are unregulated, fraudulent exchanges can trap investors with the promise of unrealistic fees and heavy reductions on use. Websites featuring faux ICOs coach customers to deposit budget right into a compromised wallet through their webpage, ensuing inside the theft of price range. While we don't alter crypto assets like Bitcoin or Ether, we do adjust certain crypto asset derivatives, which include futures contracts, CFDs, and alternatives, as well as the ones crypto assets we would consider securities. Discover extra data. A company has to be authorized with the aid of us to market it or promote those merchandise within the UK. Take a look at our register to make certain the firm is accepted. You can also take a look at our warning list of companies to avoid. Even within the digital spheres, many multi-level advertising schemes have emerged that offer naive buyers wonderful possibilities for steadily larger sums of Bitcoin. MLMs, as they're known, are predicated on providing quick returns, but contain taking extra money for the promise of even higher profits. Find out how crypto asset funding scams work, how to keep away from scams, and what to do if you are scammed. UK consumers are being increasingly targeted by way of crypto asset-associated funding scams. Certain crypto assets, like Bitcoin and Ether, additionally known as cryptocurrencies, are not regulated within the UK. This method that buying, promoting, or shifting these crypto assets falls out of doors or remit. The same is true for the operation of a cryptocurrency exchange. However, some kinds of crypto asset merchandise can be or may contain regulated investments relying on their nature and the way they're dependent. For instance, firms that promote regulated investments with an underlying crypto asset element may also want to be authorized via the FCA to achieve this. The FCA has previously issued purchaser warnings on the dangers of making an investment in cryptocurrency contracts for difference, CFDs, and initial coin offerings. In recent months, the FCA has obtained increasingly more reviews approximately crypto asset investment scams. Some of them can also contain regulated sports, others don't. However, all use comparable strategies. We are conscious that scammers are concentrated on purchasers trying to find investments online, specifically through SERPs like Google and Bing. Although some scammers provide excessive returns to tempt you into investing, they will also offer practical returns to make their offer appear greater valid. Those offering or promoting merchandise or funding opportunities found through search engines like Google aren't always authorized or regulated by means of the FCA. You can check the FCA warning list for corporations to keep away from. How crypto asset investment scams work. Crypto asset fraudsters have a tendency to put it on the market on social media regularly. The usage of the snapshots of celebrities or well-known individuals to sell cryptocurrency investments. The commercials then link to expert searching websites. Consumers are then persuaded to invest with the company. The use of cryptocurrencies or conventional currencies. The firms running the scams are usually primarily based outside the UK, but will claim to have a UK presence. Regularly, a prestigious city of London cope with. Scam firms can manipulate software programs to distort expenses and investment returns. They may also scam people into shopping for non-existent crypto belongings. They are also acknowledged to close consumers' online money owed and refuse to switch the funds to them or ask for more money earlier than the price range may be transferred. Action Fraud has additionally issued a warning on cryptocurrency scams. How to guard yourself. Be wary of advertisements online and on social media promising excessive returns on investments in a crypto asset or crypto asset-related merchandise. Most corporations advertising and marketing and promoting investments in crypto assets aren't legal with the aid of the FCA. This means that if you spend money on your crypto belongings, you will no longer have to get right of entry to the Financial Ombudsman Service or the Financial Services Compensation Scheme if matters pass wrong. While we don't alter crypto property like Bitcoin or Ether, we do alter your crypto asset derivatives, along with futures contracts, CFDs, and alternatives, as well as those crypto assets we would recall securities. Discover more statistics. How to get ahead in Bitcoin scam with Bitcoin crypto asset scam. A company ought to be authorized via us to promote it or sell those merchandise in the UK. Take a look at our register to ensure the firm is permitted. You can also test our warning list of firms to keep away from. You need to do further studies on the product you're considering and the company you're thinking about making an investment with. Check with Companies House to peer if the firm is registered as a UK company and for directors' names. To see if others have published any worries, search online for the company's name, directors' names, and the product you're considering. Always be cautious in case you are contacted suddenly, pressured to make investments quickly, or promised returns that sound too true to be authentic. Find out more about investing in crypto property. If you have been scammed, you can file the company or rip off to us via contacting our consumer helpline.